If you want to learn how to use OpenArt.ai for free, this video is going to walk you through the exact beginner-friendly workflow step by step. Whether you want to generate stunning AI images, create social media visuals, design wallpapers, or just experiment with different styles without spending money, OpenArt has a simple interface that makes it easy to get started. And in this tutorial, I'll show you how to use the free version the right way, how to choose the best model for lower credit usage, how to write a better prompt, how to set your aspect ratio, and even how to keep the same character consistent across multiple images. So if you enjoy helpful tutorials like this, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's jump right in. First, open your browser and go to OpenArt.ai. This is the official OpenArt website, and it's where all the image generation tools are located. Once the site loads, you may see the homepage, sample creations, or a sign-in option. If you already have an account, go ahead and log in. If you do not, create a free account so you can access the creator workspace and start generating images. Now that you are inside OpenArt, look at the top left sidebar and click Create. This opens the main workspace, which is where you'll build your image from start to finish. The creator page is the core of the platform, and once you know where everything is, the process becomes very easy. You'll usually see the prompt area on the left, the model selection near the top center, and the generation canvas in the middle where your results will appear. Next, let's choose the model. Click the model drop-down at the top center of the page. OpenArt gives you different model options, and if you are trying to use the free version efficiently, it is best to choose a basic model like SDXL or a similar low-credit option. Basic models are usually better when you want to generate more images without using up your credits too quickly. If you choose a more advanced model, you may get different results, but it can cost more credits and limit how many generations you can do. So for most free users, starting with a basic model is the smartest move. After that, go to the prompt box on the left panel. This is where you type what you want the AI to create. Be as clear as possible. For example, instead of typing something short like cat, you could write a fluffy white cat sitting on a sunny windowsill, soft natural lighting, realistic style, high detail. The more specific you are, the better your results will usually be. Think about the subject, the environment, the lighting, the style, and any important details that should appear in the image. If your prompt feels too simple or you're not sure how to improve it, look for the Enhance Prompt button, which usually appears as a magic wand icon. This is a really useful feature because it can help transform a basic idea into a more detailed and polished prompt. You can use it when you want the AI to add more structure, more visual detail, or a more professional style. This is especially helpful for beginners who are still learning how to write strong prompts. Now, let's set the aspect ratio. Find the aspect ratio setting and choose the format that matches your goal. For example, if you want a desktop wallpaper, you might choose 16:9. If you're making content for phones, social media stories, or vertical video backgrounds, 9:16 is often the better choice. If you want something more square for profile images or general posts, a square ratio may work well too. Picking the right aspect ratio matters because it helps the final image fit the platform you're creating for. Once your model, prompt, and aspect ratio are ready, it's time to generate. Click the Create button and wait for the result. OpenArt usually takes around 10 to 20 seconds, depending on the model and your settings. While it's processing, you can think about how you might refine your prompt for the next version if needed. When the image appears in the center canvas, review the result carefully. If it looks close but not perfect, you can adjust the prompt, change the style, or try a different model and generate again. This is where the real power of OpenArt starts to show. You can keep experimenting until you get the look you want. If you want something more realistic, add terms like cinematic lighting, ultra detailed, or photorealistic. If you want something more artistic, try watercolor, anime, 3D render, concept art, or fantasy illustration. Small prompt changes can make a huge difference in the final output, so don't be afraid to test a few variations. Now here's a very useful pro tip if you want the same person or character to appear in multiple images. OpenArt includes a Character Lab tab, and this is where you can save characters for consistency. Upload your generated image into Character Lab to help train a consistent character filter. This is especially helpful if you're making stories, brand visuals, profile-style images, or a series of content pieces where the character needs to look the same across multiple generations. It can save you a lot of time and keep your visuals much more consistent. As you use OpenArt more often, you'll probably notice that the best results come from a mix of good prompt writing, the right model choice, and the correct aspect ratio. That's why it helps to start simple, generate one version, then refine it. If the image is too plain, add more detail. If it looks crowded, simplify the prompt. If it is not the right shape, change the aspect ratio. And if you need the same style or character again later, use the tools built into the platform to help with consistency. So that's how to use OpenArt.ai for free in a simple PC workflow. First, go to OpenArt.ai. Click Create, choose a basic model, type your prompt, enhance it if needed, set the aspect ratio, and hit Create. Then, if you need consistent characters, head into Character Lab and save your image for future use. It really is that straightforward once you know where everything is. If this tutorial helped you out, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe for more AI and software guides, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.